Hello friends, so today in this video we will create a digital clock. So let's start. I have already created a directory called digital clock which is currently empty, and we will create our C file here, and we will include our .io header file, and we will define our main function. So this time I think we need to display a digital clock. For that we will define a function here, display clock, and we will call this function here. Okay, and we will define this function here and display clock. This function will not return anything. So first thing we need for this display clock function is the loop, because we have to continuously show the real time digital clock, so every second the time will get updated. So for that we need some kind of a loop. For that we will use a while loop here, and we will, sorry about that, wait a second, and we will use a 1 here. Okay, so now the variable which we need here, because we will use the time function to get the current time, and the time function returns the seconds since the epoch. So for that, and also the time function returns the time underscore t data type of data, and so we need to define the variable with the time underscore t data type, and the variable name should be, I think the valid name should be, because this is a time function returns the number of seconds, so we can't show the seconds to the user. We have to show the digital clock with the hour, minutes and second. So this is some kind of the raw time, so we will define it as a raw time. And now what we need to do, also one more thing, this time underscore t, and the time function is defined inside the time.h header file. And now what we need to do, we need to call the time function, and this time function needs a pointer, means it needs the reference to a variable. So we will pass the raw underscore time here. Now this the current the number of seconds since the epoch is stored inside the raw underscore time variable. Okay, so now we got the current time in the form of seconds. What we need to do, there is another function which we need here, that's called the local time, and this local time is also defined inside the time.h header file. And this local time also needs a reference to the user time, and right now we have the raw time is stored inside the raw underscore time variable, so we will pass that. So this function will give you the calendar date and time, and the return type of this local time function is the this will return a pointer to a struct tm. Okay, and what is struct tm? Let me first initialize the struct tm. This struct tm is defined inside the time.h header file. This is the structure, and this struct tm is holding the calendar date and the time in the form of the broken components. So for that also, this local time will return the pointer to the struct tm. Okay, so we need to define the variable as a pointer here, and what we need, we will call this variable, I think this will store all the information related to date and time, so the time underscore info will be the appropriate name. And what we will do, time info, and we will call the time info, and this local time will store everything related to this struct tm in the time info. Now the time info have everything relating to date and time. And wait a second, let me search this tm struct here in the devdocs.io. Okay, so it's the defined header is time.h, and this the members of this tm is there are more than one member. There are so many members of this. So there are time underscore sec, time underscore minute, time underscore hour. So we need these three for the digital clock. And there are also other members as well. Day of the month, month since January, year since 1900. So there are very useful members exist for this struct TM. And now this time info, having everything related to the struct name, and we can easily display our digital clock. And what else we need to do? I think before showing the prompt digital clock to the or the clock to the user, we need to clear the screen. And while this loop will iterate every time we have to clear the screen, for that we will define a clear screen function here. And we will clear screen function here. And function will be void. This will not return anything. And what we need to do here, and just like in the past couple of videos, we have used the macros. There is macro if define underscore win32. It means if this program is running on the Windows platform. So for that we will call the system function, and this system function will get the CLS for the command prompt. And there is an else case will be system. For the Unix-based system we need to pass the clear command, okay? And this will clear the. And what we need to do, we need to end this macro. Also wait a second, I think. Okay, oh yeah, sorry, we haven't included the header file for this system.h. And what we need to do, we will do that the stdlib.h header file for that. And why there is an issue for the okay, sorry about that. I have defined the clear, not the clear underscore screen. Okay, now we are good to go. And now the screen is cleared. We need to prompt the user that is the digital clock, and we need to make it just a little bit prettier. For that we will do that. And we need to do the same thing, I think. Yeah, okay. So between these lines we will show our digital clock. For that we will define the time. And what we will do here, and I think okay, so we need a 2 digits number for that. Sorry, D. And this is for the hours, this is for the minutes, and this is for the seconds. Okay, and now what? So the time info pointer, this have everything related to the struct TM. All we can access all the members. And what we need here is time info. And what else? The member, first member, time underscore okay, TM underscore the name is TM underscore okay. And the second, no, sorry about that, info is second member is TM underscore minute. This is our minute. And what we need, the last one is the TM underscore sec. Okay, so also one more thing, we have accessed the members with the arrow key, because this time underscore info is a pointer. So struct, if you define a structure and define the type of the structure with the pointer, then you will have to access with the arrow. Otherwise you will use a dot for that to access the members of any structure. And now I think we are good to go. All our code is perfectly looking fine. and let's just test this. We will compile our code, we will execute it. Okay, digital clock 1914, yeah, it's perfectly looking fine. And wait a second. Oh, there is one mistake which I have made. Okay, we have cleared the screen, but we haven't called the important function, which is a sleep function here, to pause the execution for a single second. So after each second, this will digital clock will, after each second the clock will be clock will gets updated. So for that we will use a sleep function here, and we will pass a 1 here, and the sleep function is inside the, for that we need header file here, the uni std.h. and now wait a second, one more thing we need to add, make it look just good. Okay, now I think we are good to go. We will compile our code again and we will execute it. Now this time it's looking perfectly fine. The blink effect is gone now, and it's rendering perfectly fine. Let me add these 2 or 3 lines more here. And we will add it here as well. Okay, let's test this one last time. Now it's looking perfectly fine. Okay, time 3. Okay, so this is our very simple and basic code to display any digital clock on the screen. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.